Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So, our today's topic is Science 1, यानी कि Physics, 9th Standard, Navami Kaksha, Chapter 1, Laws of Motion. So, we are going to learn physics, a dangerous subject for students. They don't like this subject because it is little hard. But it's not hard, it's practical and experiential. So, we are going to learn the laws of motions and many other physical quantities. So, I will try my best to make you understand it, not only remember it, not only learn it, also you enjoy it and also you experience it. So, let's start. Now, first, we will learn some physical quantities. Before starting, please like and subscribe my channel and also please press the bell icon button. It motivates me to make more videos. So let's go and start our present chapter. First physical quantity is distance. You all know that what is distance. From Mumbai to Gujarat, there is a distance. From Gujarat to Kolkata, there is a distance. Everywhere there is distance. From one way to the other way, there is a distance. So, what is actually a distance? Distance is the actual path traveled by an object in motion from the starting point to the finishing point. It is a scalar quantity. So, what is a scalar quantity? A scalar quantity, and there are two types of quantities. First is scalar quantity, and second one is vector quantity. In scalar quantities, only magnitude is taken into consideration of a physical quantity, and in vector quantities, magnitude and direction both are taken into considerations. This is the difference between scalar quantities and vector quantities. So distance is a scalar quantity because no direction is taken into consideration. Only the magnitude is taken into consideration. It is always positive. It is always positive. We cannot say that the distance between Mumbai and Kolkata is minus 46 kilometers. No, never it can be minus. That's why it is always positive. I've given an example. See, 5 meter, 3 meter, 5 meter, 3 meter. So the whole distance will be 16 meters. Distance traveled at point A is equal to 16 meter. We have to consider the actual path traveled by an object. Next physical quantity is displacement. So, what is displacement? Displacement is the shortest part from the starting point and finishing point. Means it is the shortest part from the starting and finishing point. See, I have given an example. Here is a boy. Here is his home, and here he wants to go. At the point C, he wants to go. And there on the point B, there is his home, and he is at point A. Now, if he needs to go to home, means his point B first and then point C, or else he can go directly from point A to directly point C. So you tell me that which will be the displacement in this and what will be the distance. Here distance will be 4 meter plus 3 meter plus 5 meter, means the actual path traveled by him. So it is, if he will go from point A to point B to point C, then his distance will be 4 meter plus 3 meter, 7 meters. And if he directly goes to from point A to point C, it becomes 5 meter. Now here, what is displacement will be? Because if he goes from here, point A to point B, and then point C, then it is a longer path. And from if he goes from point A to point C, this is the shortest path. And this shortest path is the displacement. So what's the displacement of this boy? It's 5 meter. Displacement is a vector quantity because in it not only magnitude but also the direction is taken into consideration. It can be positive or negative. This is the difference. Distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Distance is always positive. Displacement can be negative or positive. So Let's go further. Next quantity is speed. You know, you compete, you everyone does competition of speed. I will win, I will win, everyone does that. So exactly, do you know the speed? What is speed? So speed is the distance traveled by an object in unit time. When we use the unit time, no, it means the rate of distance or speed. So speed is the distance traveled by an object in unit time. Speed is related to distance. So speed is the scalar quantity. Only magnitude is taken into consideration. No direction is taken into consideration. Speed is related to distance. We should remember that. And speed is equals to distance upon time. That's why it is written that speed is the distance traveled by an object in unit time. In unit time means upon time. So speed is equals to distance upon time. Unit of speed is meter per second. Please remember, it is for SI system. For CGS system, it is centimeter per second unit. So I have given an example of what is average speed. So average speed, if you have to find out the average speed of many, means for in first 10 seconds he walked 40 kilometer in 40 meters, sorry, and in next 10 seconds he walked 30 meter, and after that he walked only 20 meter. If we want to take the average speed, then we have to add these all, and then we have to divide it by the time taken, and after dividing we will get the average speed. So average speed is equals to total distance upon total time. Here is a sum given. I will show you example. An object moves 18 meter in the first 3 seconds, 22 meter in the next 3 seconds, and 14 meter in the last 3 seconds. What is its average speed? So solution will be average speed is equals to total distance upon total time is equals to this distance. Total distance means 18 meter he walked in first 3 seconds, 22 meter in next 3 seconds, and 14 meter in last 3 seconds. So these meters are the total distance. We have to add them, 18 plus 22 plus 14, and upon total time. So what will be total time? 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 times it's the 3 seconds. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equals to 18 plus 22 plus 14 is equals to 54, and 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 54 upon 9 is equals to 6 meter per second speed. Its speed is 6 meter per second. So this is the average speed. So let's go further. Velocity. So what velocity, you have heard many times this is a physical quantity, but never you tried. Many students don't try to understand what is velocity. They just say that velocity and speed are similar. They are similar, but there are also differences. So what is velocity? Velocity is the displacement which occurs in unit time. Speed was also in unit time. Velocity is also in unit time. But there is a difference. Speed is the distance which occurs in unit time. Velocity is the displacement which occurs in unit time. The major difference between velocity and speed. So velocity is the displacement which occurs in unit time. Remember it. Velocity is a vector quantity because it needs both magnitude and also direction. Velocity is related to displacement, whereas speed is related to distance. These are the distinguished points between speed and velocity. Velocity is equals to displacement upon time. That's why it is written occurs in displacement which occurs in unit time. Again, a difference between them. Speed is equals to distance upon time. Velocity is equals to displacement upon time. But there is a similar thing that unit of velocity and speed are same. Meter per second. Remember it. It is very much asked that the dash and dash units are same. Answer is velocity and speed. So what are the distinguished points between velocity and speed? First point, velocity is the displacement which occurs in unit time, and speed is the distance which occurs in unit time. Second, velocity is a vector quantity, speed is a scalar quantity. Third, velocity is related to displacement, speed is related to distance. Fourth point, velocity is equals to displacement upon time, whereas speed is equals to distance upon time. These were the distinguished points between velocity versus speed. Now let's go further. Acceleration. So, this is very commonly and confusing quantity. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of velocity in unit time. Again, rate of velocity in unit time means upon time. Velocity upon time. So what is acceleration? Is the rate of velocity in unit time. Means the force applied is the acceleration. Means the force applied during velocity is called acceleration. Such as, here is a I have given an example of a trolley. So this box upon trolley is goes from above to down. That time is floor, but as it goes down, its speed increases and it becomes fast. And again it goes up now, it becomes slow again. And again it goes then down, it will become fast. So what is happening? Due to the force or the gravitation, the object in motion gets accelerate. This is an example that it gets accelerate. That is, if you fall, if a object is falling from up, it also has a acceleration due to gravity. This is the example for acceleration. Now I am giving the formula. Acceleration is equals to velocity upon time is equals to v minus u upon t. T is time, but what is v? V is not velocity. Here v is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity. So what is initial velocity and what is final velocity? Initial velocity is the velocity which is in the first, the object which the velocity which the object has first, and final velocity is the बाद वाली velocity, मतलब after velocity. Understand? Initial velocity पहले वाली and final velocity बाद वाली. Upon time, t is for time. So acceleration is equals to v minus u upon t. We can write a acceleration for. So a is equals to v minus u upon t, remember. And the unit for acceleration is meter per second square. Not, it is similar to these velocity and speed. Their unit for in SI system was meter per second, but acceleration unit in SI system is meter per second square difference. And in CGS system their unit was centimeter per second, but acceleration is centimeter per second square. SI system full form is System International and CGS system is centimeter gram second, CGS. So next our topic is uniform speed. It's a type of speed, we can also say, but it is uniform speed. So if an object covers equal distances in equal time intervals, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. So what is uniform speed? If it covers in equal distances in equal time intervals, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. See the example for uniform speed I have given. See there, 0 meter, then 2 seconds. The time is given at 2 seconds. 0 meter at point O, and at point A it is 4 meter. At point B it is 8 meter, and at point C it is 12 meter. The gap is uniform. The gap is only 4 meter. 0 to 4, 4. 4 to 8, 4 meter. 8 to 12, 4 meter. And the time is also constant, uniform. 2 second, 2 second, 2 second. Means equal distances in equal time intervals. That is uniform speed. Okay. And the distance time graph for uniform speed is always a straight line. Next, non-uniform speed. So it is the just opposite of uniform speed. If an object covers unequal distances in equal time intervals, it is said to be a non-uniform speed. So, what is the major difference? Here it was written if an object covers equal distance, and here it is unequal distances. But the time interval are equal for both. Equal time intervals, equal time intervals. They are equal for both. It is very important to remember these types. So, if an object covers unequal distances in equal time intervals, then it is said to be a non-uniform speed. The distance time graph for non-uniform speed is not a straight line. It can be any shape but not a straight line. Here I have given the graphs for both uniform speed and non-uniform speed. And in non-uniform speed, the distances are unequal. It will be 5, 6, 7. I have given in the example. But the time will be uniform. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So, was the uniform speed and this is the non-uniform speed. This was the difference between both of them. Next, let's go. Types of acceleration. There are also some types of acceleration. First one is positive acceleration, second one is negative acceleration, and third one is zero acceleration. So what is positive acceleration? Just remember at least one point for three of them. One thing, positive acceleration means it increases, acceleration increases. Negative acceleration decreases. Zero acceleration, acceleration is constant. So, in positive acceleration, the acceleration is increases and is in the same direction of velocity. This direction is same, but the negative acceleration is in opposite direction. This is also a difference between them. Then zero acceleration means constant acceleration. It does not change. I have given you some examples here. First one, see, slowing down, it is written in this side it is positive velocity and this side the acceleration is negative but the velocity is positive. Next, speeding up, then the acceleration also positive and the velocity is also positive. I told you in the same direction. And then slowing down, negative velocity but positive acceleration is there. Speeding up, negative acceleration and negative velocity, it can be there. In zero acceleration examples, a car is stopped, the change in velocity is zero. The car is at rest, it means there is an acceleration that is zero. If it is at no acceleration, is also called as zero acceleration. This means that the acceleration is zero. So let's go for, we will end our lecture here only. We will continue this chapter in next lecture. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.